All right, here we go. I think we're live. Yeah, it looks like you got. Yeah, you got it going. It's working. All right. What is up, everyone? And thank you for checking out Don't Say the F Word. We are a pro wrestling combat sports podcast. We do not use the F word when we talk about professional wrestling. Shouldn't let your friends use it either. It's Sunday. It's not 5 p.m. We're late, but that's his fault. He always blames me. Well, I mean, clearly I can't drive. The traffic wasn't an issue. So, I mean, you just have a complete disregard for people's time. I don't feel comfortable answering that honestly. Why? Because you just show up to everything whenever you want. I mean, I think for the most part, the best thing to do is be happy that I showed up. Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever been that happy that you showed up. Damn. That's just hurtful. Finish your intro. All right. It's Sunday. It's our weekend wrestling show. We're going to talk about all things pro wrestling, WWE, AEW, whatever it is that happened down the street from you in that mud pit where that bigger kid sat on that smaller kid's head. Yeah, we might even talk about that match. We are not talking about that. That's not even a match. Well, I mean, that's that backyard wrestling stuff, right? And that's like what the Hardy Boys did, right? I mean, technically you're not wrong, but you ain't right. I'm just saying, if a big kid sat on another kid's head, that technically could qualify as like an indie show. Well, only if they did it for a handshake and a hot dog. Then I think that would be fair assessment that would kind of be like an indie show. Oh, and what I said was offensive. I didn't say it was offensive. I just said you weren't right. Illegal brother-in-law Joe will be here any minute. I don't know, man. You want to do the sponsor stuff? You could do that. Oh, I could definitely do that. We are brought to you today by Prince Nana Coffee. Hey, get your cup. Prince Nana Coffee. That's right, PrinceNanaCoffee.com. Promo code, don't say the F word. You can save yourself 10% on some fresh roasted coffee beans right to your door. Not like human beans, whole different thing. I think that might be like a different company. I don't think we could really... I don't think it's... just pretend you don't know that. Oh, I could do that. I could pretend I don't know stuff. All right. We're also brought to you by the Sticker Lounge. Where's the stickers? I got them. Stickers. Yep, that's right. Those are stickers from the Sticker Lounge. You can use our promo code podcast15. You can save yourself 15%. On stickers from the Sticker Lounge, because stickers are the new business card. They are. Have all your information there. Sticker Lounge has a QR code. You can go right to their website, get some stickers made. I don't know, man. Nobody wants your crummy little piece of paper in their pocket. It's hot. It's hot in Cleveland. It's hot as hell. People get all sweaty. Your business card's gonna get all moist, and well, then nobody wants to touch that. It's kind of gross. Yeah. Nobody wants your moist business card. I feel like that's the grossest thing you've ever said. What? Moist business card? Yep, that's definitely disgusting. All right then. What else? Oh yeah, we have a merch table. I mean, it's a little bit more than a table. It's kind of a whole site. All right, we have a merch pop-up shop. And you can buy stuff there. That's really how you... That's... You have tons of words for everybody else's stuff. Our stuff, you just... There's a thing. Well, I mean, there is a thing, and there's things on the thing. You couldn't... Nothing clever. Nothing witty. Nothing, You're not gonna talk about, like, what's there? I mean, yeah, there's shirts, like the one he's got on. There's not one like the one you got on. Yeah, that's right. And PWO shirt's not available yet. It will be, probably. Maybe. You gonna make one? Maybe. Depends. People need it. Tsunami Physics shirt is available at our merch shop. There's also just the illegal brother-in-law Joe. Why am I not on that shirt? On this shirt? I'm gonna let Joe in. So let's get Joe in here. Joe, where you at? People think I'm late. I don't know where the hell Joe's at. It's taking forever to get in here. Joe, you down? Do I gotta plug something in to get Joe? Somebody give me the aux cord. Yeah, that's definitely, we don't need an aux cord to get Joe in here. I think Joe just he lives by a bridge. I think it messes with his internet. But well, man, I don't know how you didn't end up on this shirt, to be honest with you. I made this design and I just didn't. I could. How do I animate you? Like how do I turn you into a car? It says Joe's unable to join. Oh my God, Joe! Joe, are you okay? Joe's not able to join. Should I send your sister to come help? I could do that. Mindy, Joe broke his internet. Joe's broken his internet. He's gonna have to start using dial-up. All right. So if anybody has any of those old Walmart AOL disc, you may have to send that to Joe. What is AOL? Oh, well, Walmart used to do disc. There was a CD-ROM. What's a CD? Oh, boy. Well, you used to be able to get them. They would give you so many minutes of internet that you could use. Minutes of internet? What is he talking about? Joe, I really need you to figure your shit out. I need you to explain AOL to Mark. Because I am not doing a great job of this at all. Yeah, he's really not. I have no idea what he means. Why would you need a CD to go on the internet? That doesn't make it like one of those things at the bank where you save money. How does that help you use the internet? Joe still can't get on. Joe's gonna have to maybe get an Android phone so his stuff works. Yeah, that's what happens when you're using an iPhone, Joe. Nerd. Okay, you can't. You know how many people out there probably watching us on an iPhone right now? You can't just go calling him a nerd because he's got an iPhone. That's definitely not the thing. So, anyway, we used to go to Walmart. On the way out, they would have all these little envelopes hanging up. And they would have so many minutes of AOL on them. I'll be honest, I don't know really how that worked. I don't think I ever used one of those. Could ask Mindy. Mindy, did you ever use one of those AOL discs from Walmart? Huh. So apparently we'd get a whole stack of them and use them, Mark. So I mean, like, you ever like ripping them off? No, they weren't. You didn't pay for them. I don't remember ever using one because, God, I don't think I used the internet for anything then. Mindy's always been selling on eBay, so she's always had to have some way to use the internet. But I can't think of anything I don't remember ever like putting one of those like into a computer or anything. I mean, hell, I didn't have an email address until, God, I mean, that's really 2000. I'll say 2008. There was one before that for using MySpace. What is MySpace? You gotta be kidding me. Well, Joe will get on here, hopefully now, and he can explain to you what MySpace was. Joe, are you able to get on now? There we go.
There you go.
Joe,
Yes.
what's MySpace?
Oh, okay. MySpace is before Facebook.
What do you mean before Facebook?
That was like your communication, talking with your friends and reading like from high school.
Oh,
Oh,
what's
and that,
AOL?
AOL. Well, that
You
is
said you got it
your.
on a disc.
Now, actually, AOL was like this. It is you had to have a very phone line to get onto the internet, and nobody could call you when you got on
What?
the internet.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
Think about the big guy and Mindy having a cell phone right now.
Yeah. They got phones.
Okay.
They're all over the place.
Okay. Think about going to an old person's house, seeing a phone with a landline to it.
What's a landline?
Yeah, it's a long story, but yeah. Anyway, that's what it was. You had before your phone in your hand. That landline was your house phone. Like you order a pizza and you go to the pizza shop and you see them have the phone right there on the sideline answering it.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
This is all very confusing, Joe.
No. I'm gonna tell you. So they go to the pizza shop. They got the phone. You answering it. You see them answering the phone about their orders and everything.
Hello.
Boom.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for calling Little Marco's. Get your pizza when you get your pizza.
No.
You want?
No. Now think about the little line.
Joey's on that.
Yeah. Now think about that long little stretched line going to the wall.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah. Now that little line right there, that was the way of internet back then. But
what? You're telling me that the cord on the pizza guy's head is how you got internet?
That's what I'm telling you. Yeah.
Joe.
It's hard to explain, but that's how it was.
I would say it's hard to explain. It wasn't explained. I don't understand what's going on. You know what? New question, Joe. New question. You see the shirt Jeremy's wearing?
Yeah, I see the shirt. Yeah, I see it.
What do you see on that shirt?
I just see me and him with the little barcode.
Yeah.
QR code.
I see you. I see him.
The name of the show.
I see a lot of diversity and inclusion, to be honest. Except I don't see an orange guy.
Look, if you look at the shirt right there, look at the background. Look above my head. See, that's just you upside down trying to hide off the picture.
Oh my God, is that the back of my head?
Yeah. You was upside down. Mindy took the picture at the bad timing. Mindy took it at bad timing. Blame Mindy.
Yeah, well, I'll let you blame her.
I'll blame her. Mindy took the picture at the bad time. That's all it is.
That makes more sense. And here I am being mean to Jeremy. They're thinking he forgot to put me on the shirt.
No.
Yeah, see? Right there. That's you. Over here's a representation of you. Oh, I guess I am on the shirt. And you're the only one of us who has his own shirt. Oh yeah, that's right. Did you see my shirt, Joe?
I did see your shirt.
It's got donuts on it. And you know what it says?
What's up?
Do a moonsault jelly roll. Yeah. That's funny. That's funny stuff.
Only limited edition though. Only what's probably last.
Yeah. That shirt's only going to be available in the month of September. That's it. So you have to wake me up when September ends, and that shirt's coming down off the site. Never going to be released again.
Never. Not even on clearance deal.
I don't think so. I think we're just going to do it before the month of September, since that reference kind of goes along with summer. So when September ends, so does the Mark the Monster Do a Moonsault Jelly Roll shirt. You gotta act now. Also, this week at our merch shop, 10% off. Grand opening, Labor Day sale, 10% off.
Right there.
Go get the deals. All right. I might be back later, Joe.
All right, you might be back.
He's acting like he's going John's bar. He right there.
Yeah.
He's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Said he didn't go. He didn't like disappear. He just,
Wow.
just sidestepped it a little bit. Anyway, Joe.
Yes.
What's happening?
I got a free 3-day weekend. Woo-hoo.
Oh, must be nice.
Yeah.
I bet it is. 3-day.
It's sad in my mind. I'm so used to working every holiday. Now I get the holidays off, so hey.
Where'd I go? There we
go. Oh.
That was weird.
I thought you were doing a pose there for a minute, like.
Nah. It froze. I don't know what happened. So you got the whole day off for Labor Day, huh?
Yeah. Like I said, in my mind, I'm so used to working Mondays when it's been a holiday. Didn't think nothing about it until they remind us Monday off. Go figure.
Hey, you can't beat that. It's good to get some time off.
It is. True. I cannot be mad.
Doesn't happen all the time. So, we're clearly going to end up talking about WWE's Bash in Berlin, right?
Mm-hmm.
But before that, I think it's only right if we talk to the children.
Children.
AEW had a great pay-per-view with All in London.
Mm-hmm.
Leading up to All in London, AEW had a great Dynamite. They hit it with a great pay-per-view, and then came this Wednesday, as we got to start immediately building toward the next AEW pay-per-view, All Out in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what do we do to get there? We start things off with Jon Moxley.
That was confusing.
I kind of think that was the point, though, right?
It was confusing, and it was just like, what's a good enough word term for it? Like he let everybody know that this is not the Elite's company anymore.
Do you think that's what he was referencing?
Either somebody paid him some money for a better deal, or somebody actually is taking over the Elite. Oh, damn. Uh-oh. You froze again, didn't you? Yeah.
I did freeze again, but we're good.
Okay.
So, a lot of speculation going on.
Shane O'Mac. I know. Shane O'Mac. It's the Shane O'Mac.
What a lot of people think, that he wasn't talking to Tony Schiavone, that he was talking to the guy who was in Tony Schiavone's ear. He was talking directly to Tony Khan.
Mm-hmm. But
what do you
still
think?
Trying to figure. I think it's the wrong man doing it. I think it would probably be better if they had him and Stephanie there do it. That'd be better.
There's no way Stephanie's going to AEW.
I'm just saying it'd be better if him and his sister did it. They both combined would have enough to take over TK. Both combined. Shane Solo can do it, but if they both chip in together, I say they could do it.
Man, do you think the idea of Tony Khan having a willingness to work with Shane McMahon is a good idea?
Mm, I, I think they're trying to do the invasion angle again.
That's not going to work.
It will work if they do it better than what they did before. They actually got all.
Who could they bring in? Who could they bring in to make an invasion angle actually work in AEW? It can't just be Shane.
No. You got Mox. You got Ricochet now. You got.
Do you see John Moxley as a WWE guy?
Or ever right now, you gotta get the WWE guys that came over to go against AEW. So then you're gonna probably have Claudio's. Then next you probably Brian Danielson. Russo. Brian Danielson is can't really say he was because he was Ring of Honor first. So but if you want
so it's
toss him in there,
Claudio was a Ring of Honor guy.
I know, but we thinking about AEW, just AEW in general. So
I personally, man, I don't even think of John Moxley as a WWE guy anymore.
Well,
when
you gotta have the
think of Mox, I don't think of Dean Ambrose at all.
I know, but they're gonna have to have somebody as the lead spokesman, and as of right now, that's like the team captain. That's like that is your Scott Hall right there. Saying,
I mean, he did come out and do a mission statement.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Mm-hmm.
It's very similar. But here's the problem. So like, don't get me wrong. I thought Mox delivered perfectly. I think a character shift from Mox is a really good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what way you go with him, but I do think he needed a character shift. Because the John Moxley character is a bit confusing sometimes. I don't really know what it is.
The John Moxley character, to me, John Moxley is your extreme barbed wire glass wrestler.
But here's the problem. In his AEW career, we've kind of mixed in that he was also the jiu-jitsu submission guy, the MMA guy. He's had like a kind of a mix, like especially early on. He bounced between those two types of styles and those two types of presentations. I prefer that MMA style John Moxley, the guy who's gonna like do Bloodsport and do that stuff. Give me that guy in AEW because nobody else really fits that mold. Now, here's where my problem with it comes in. Not in Mox's delivery. I think it was good to start the show on it because it had people hooked to wondering, like, are we going to get any type of answer during this program? Thankfully, we are not, and it's going to be expanded upon. It's going to keep going. Exactly what you want to have happen with something like that, right? You want to hook people for a while, not just for one show. They literally just did this story.
Yeah, hold on. Okay. What did you say? I lost you for a second there.
They literally just did this same story with the Elite.
They did.
If you were going to do it with Mox, why did we bother doing it with the Elite and Okada and Jack Perry?
It's like I said.
Whoever it is with Mox, whatever it is, because I don't think it's Shane. I don't think that's what's happening.
Okay. This is what I think is going to happen. Sounds crazy. But it look like they starting off with Mox. And they got the girl, I forgot her name, who she was.
Shafir.
So right now, you got your China. You got your Triple H, I guess. You don't play Triple H. So now you need your little third wheel to be your Shawn Michaels for the revamp of a DX. So the next version of a Shawn Michaels, you need a smooth talker. Get on the
Who
mic
the hell's that
skill.
gonna be?
I'm trying to think of who could be. Okay, if it happens, I'm not saying it would. Nah. I would have said Nick Nimitz, but he's with TNA and they got a deal with WWE, so they ain't gonna work.
Yep.
So
Who is your good talker in AEW that you could pair with Mox? Zach, it can't be MJF.
then I guess it's gotta be
Adam Cole.
Danielson. I guess it's gotta be Danielson.
Maybe, but Danielson's not cocky.
Not cocky.
He's not profoundly charismatic. You need someone who's the polar opposite of a John Moxley.
Mm.
Dean Ambrose had his Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Who do you put with Mox to have it like be a good pairing? I don't know who you put with it.
I might get killed for this, but I would say the next person in line that could be cause heat, cockiness, Don Callis.
Oh. Man, they're not gonna put Mox with Don Callis. I would rather it be Shane McMahon than Don Callis. And the reason I don't think it's Shane is because I think Tony Khan involving Shane McMahon in AEW in any capacity is a bad idea from a business standpoint.
It is a bad idea.
There's zero possibilities that Shane McMahon would want to be involved in AEW in any way, shape, or form to help that company out.
I think Shane would probably give them some advice on what they need to do and what not to do.
Why would he do that?
Shane is. You gotta remember, his dad helped out ECW, gave him some advice, gave him some funds. He just probably being a nice gesture in return.
Yeah, but that's because allegedly Paul E was getting paid to feed talent into WWE.
Allegedly. And you're going to say allegedly, let's just say TK.
It was allegedly enough that Tommy Dreamer said that he was going to do bad things to Paul Heyman because of it.
That is true. That's true. But let's just say allegedly Tony Khan needed Shane's advice and gave him a good chunk of money at that little interview with that picture.
But Shane don't
need
no money, man.
Hey, you gotta look at it this way. The best thing in the world, if you're a millionaire or a billionaire, you need to seek help somehow. And if it means giving somebody like $500,000 to have a good hour conversation with them, or 2 or 3, you got the money. Give them $500,000 just to have a good conversation.
I feel like Tony Khan has the resources enough to meet with people who could give better advice to him than Shane McMahon could. With that being said, I don't know that Tony Khan would listen. Seemingly, from things Mark Henry has alluded to on Busted Open, doesn't seem that Tony Khan takes advice well, or someone in charge doesn't take advice well.
Yeah, I see that.
I just feel like Shane wouldn't be there to try and help build up that company. I don't know what would the motivator be. What would be the reasoning behind that? Like, why would he want
Couldn't tell you. I just know they went from a pay-per-view Sunday to a card lineup on Wednesday that didn't look that great. But once you watched it, it got your attention. So, hey, maybe that's something to tell them, and he listen. And now to the fellow people who are looking right now, he's also being his opportunity job on the sideline, so he gotta do both at the same time, y'all. So bear with him. Bear with him. But as for TK and Shane, who knows? They could be like a tag team duo, two sons just join together to take out the rival. Two sons with a dream and go after the big boys.
I just don't know, man. I don't think the idea of AEW competing with WWE is ever what they should really try to focus on. I don't think Shane would come in and try and help them win that. Because, like, where would that benefit him?
Not really, but
Unless they were going to back up the Brinks truck. But again, he doesn't need the money. Other big thing coming out of Dynamite, other than we're going to further the MJF, Daniel Garcia. I don't know that's a big thing, to be honest. We got Hangman, Swerve, cage match, Chicago. I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Bryan Danielson sticking around. He ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
And his first opponent, Jack Perry.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Jack Perry being the first opponent.
He said he wants to throw it all the young ones in the back.
Well, I think that Jack Perry beat Darby. He pinned, so like that gets him to jump the line, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least I would think that. I think it should.
Mm-hmm. Well, at first I thought it was gonna be somebody. I wasn't expecting Jack Perry. I expected maybe like, let's see. I think probably like Ricky. Since he ain't been on, it could have been Ricky.
Man, what do you think's going on with Ricky Starks?
It's that little creative control. He wants to do this. They agree with me at the beginning, and then next thing you know, no, we don't want to do that with you. So, like everybody else in the world, get a little frustrated because you got a brilliant idea that could make you a star, but then, nah, it's nice, but not right now. We got this for you. So I think, like everybody in the world, you just a little frustrated.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I joked before about not really feeling like there were too many Ricky Starks fans in the world. And don't get me wrong, I like Ricky Starks, but I don't think he's a star. I don't think he's a guy you put in WWE and he does anything outside of NXT. Even if he is Cody's friend.
He could be a SmackDown star.
I don't know, man. His whole shtick would have to change. They already have LA Knight doing the Rock shtick. Ricky Starks can't show up on SmackDown and do the Rock. LA Knight's already doing it. And he does it way better than Starks could ever do it.
That is true.
Better moveset, better on the mic. I don't think Edge should have called him out for stealing The Rock's whole thing. I think that didn't help Ricky at all in AEW. But I mean, it's funny whenever MJF did it. When Edge did it, it just I think it hurt Ricky Starks more than anything.
I can see that.
I hope to see him back in AEW. I think there's a much higher ceiling in AEW for him than there is in WWE. If he ends up in WWE, he'll be on NXT for a little while. He'll get called up. He'll be put in a random-ass tag team, and he'll get released.
But if you look, it kind of seems like when certain people contract get up, they do want to go to WWE for some odd reason. Don't know. There are some, not all, just some.
I think that I don't know. I think that I think there's just benefits to having competition up there. Go and get a different experience.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people ended up in AEW and got a chance to be on TV that they never would have got. Not being on AEW, would Ethan Page have ended up in NXT? No. He wasn't going to get that type of visibility. So, like, AEW is doing a good job of that for people. But I don't know. I don't know where a guy like Ricky Starks falls in the WWE roster today. Like today, if he went, you can't put him on. You put him on SmackDown. He's going to get out. He's not going to stand out when you have Carmelo Hayes there. Carmelo's a weird star.
I would say, if he was to get on the main roster, SmackDown would be a perfect show for him.
Carmelo is making me like Andrade matches. Would you ever think I'd ever say that?
Hey, that's, if you look at it, that is
4 matches and they've all been good.
Hey, that's today's Booker T versus Benoit. That's what that is.
You think?
They're about to have a best of 7. They've been going at each other. You got 2 people that don't really got nothing in common, and then bam, you put them together like Chris Benoit and Booker T. They made great matches. Best of 7. But there's no title in this picture. That's about it. But they're making that best of 7 looking good.
They are. They definitely are. So let's go ahead and let's talk Bash in Berlin, Joe.
Okay. I got it ready for y'all. I be saying it about AEW on certain things. I'm gonna say it about Bash in Berlin.
Go ahead, let them have it, Joe.
I wasn't feeling it, y'all. Sorry, wasn't feeling it.
No.
Only
the whole show. You were feeling the whole show.
Only one match got my attention. That was mostly Randy Orton and Gunther. That was it. Watching Cody and KO the first match, which I'm starting to see that Cody, every time Cody is overseas, he's the first match. But when he's back in the U.S., he's the last. I'm starting to see a trend on that.
So, you had to have known I was going to complain about Cody being the opening match, right?
Yeah, that's what I just said. Overseas, did you go back overseas when they got the pay-per-view, premium live events, Money in the Bank? He was the first match. And what else was there? Another one. He was the first match. But SummerSlam and anything else, he was the last. It's a trend. I don't know what the trend is, why he got to be the first match overseas, but it's a trend.
Well, I get him not main eventing Bash in Berlin. Gunther, it was right for Gunther to be the main event.
Yeah.
Part of me understands the logic of Cody, the crowd's going to get excited. So you're going to start the show off with an excited crowd. But you could have done that with LA Knight opening the show. Your undisputed champion should not be jerking the curtain. He should not be your first match.
That's why I said I'm just seeing the trend. He always the opening match overseas.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't believe the undisputed champion is essentially a world champion. Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
That title holder should not be your opening match of any show. I don't care if it's a weekly show, whatever. If they're just having a match and it's not something that's going to build the story throughout the show, they don't do an opening match. Opening segment, sure. Opening match, absolutely not. They're the main event.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the one thing I didn't like about the match, KO, he had plenty of opportunities to be the bad guy again, to be his true self. He could have took him out with that knee. Like, there was maybe about 3 times he could just kick that knee and been done over with. The outside, the power bomb on the turnbuckle, he could have did that too. Didn't do it.
Yeah, could have done the apron power bomb.
Yeah, apron power bomb. Yeah, he could.
I have to feel like that match will begin the change of Kevin Owens. To do it in that match was way too predictable, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Even the OG just said, as I seen KO do all that stuff, yeah, I already know who's gonna win. That's why I turned it. Thanks.
Aside from, what did you think of the match? Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes.
I give it a 6.
That's pretty generous.
I give it a 6.
I'll be completely honest. The matches weren't great at Bash in Berlin. To have this be the premium live event that followed AEW's All Out, which was all really, really good matches. Like, everything was good at All Out. To then follow it with a WWE event that was just meh. That could have been an episode of SmackDown.
Yeah, that's what I said. I give it a good 6, just because I would say the ones that got the most out of me was the women's. The actual women tag team match was better than Cody, and it was better than the mixed tag team.
Mixed tag match, just it's a stupid concept.
Yeah.
So
so it's just them 2 matches, Gunther, Orton, and the women's tag team was like the best out of all of them. And the CM Punk and Drew, it was.
So I have a question for you, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we've had CM Punk versus Drew and strap match, which, we can lead into some speculation. We can talk about what we think they're going to do at Bad Blood, because we know they're going to have a rubber match. They're going to have another one. This isn't over.
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay to just admit something now?
Yeah.
CM Punk really ain't that good.
Yeah.
In the ring, Punk ain't great. Can he tell a good story? Sure.
Yeah, I'll say like after the first.
That strap match wasn't good.
I'll say.
Sorry, it was good. It wasn't great. It wasn't MJF and CM Punk,
I'll say after like first 12 minutes, you can see Punk getting a little bit tired. He's getting a little tired.
The match started off stupid.
Yeah, he pushed him out the ring. Yeah,
No, he pushed him into the corner.
corner. Yeah, corner. That was it.
The point of the match is to touch the turnbuckles.
Hey, but at least he went to the table too. He went to the table. Yeah, that was good.
I don't know. I love the psychology of a strap match whenever it's a matter of touching turnbuckles. I think that's great ring psychology. Oh, we got David one more round. BKFC fighter. Thank you for checking us out live on Instagram.
I can
David
say
Round,
this though.
what are your thoughts on strap matches in pro wrestling? Are you
I could
a
say
fan
that.
of the touch all four turnbuckles traditional style? Because I like that.
Mm.
But I don't know that they pulled it off right.
Nah, but they. I can tell you this though. They did go. They did focus on that that $50 bracelet. I knew it was gonna happen. He kept pausing, looking at it. Could have before, after he did like the first two GTS, he could have went, but he kept looking down at the damn bracelet. Could have went on.
But he could have taken that bracelet off at any time. He kept looking at it, kept doing. At any point in time, whenever he grabbed Drew's arm, he could have taken it off of him.
Yeah. But
Here's a missed opportunity, and here's what I thought was. This is what I thought was going to happen with that bracelet. Is that once Punk got it back, it wasn't going to be the actual bracelet. But what they should have done to build toward the rubber match is whenever Punk got it back from Drew, after Drew had it in his trunks and Punk had it on his wrist and kissed it, which is a little gross, Punk should have looked at it and realized that it wasn't the right bracelet. It shouldn't have had Punk's wife and dog's name on it. It should have had F.U. It should have had I Heart Drew. It should have. That should have been the close-up. The camera should have zoomed in, Punk looking at it, and it wasn't the right bracelet.
yeah.
And that could have been the reason to further the damn feud.
Or dude just happened to get up and like laying down, just yank Punk over and just rip it right in front of his face.
Beads go everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were still strapped when he laid down the ring. He could just pulled him over, broke it right in front of his face.
Yeah. That would have been good too. I thought Gunther Randy Orton was fantastic.
That was great. It was good.
I thought it was worth the price of admission because it didn't cost me a dime to watch it. I thought that really good match. They gave them time. They put together just something that was really good, in my opinion. I got no complaints about that match. That match made up for what was a kind of a lackluster card overall. I think that match made up for it.
I could see that.
So let me ask you now. We'll speculate a little bit more as we get into a Raw preview tomorrow. But what's next? Drew and Punk seems pretty solidified. Bad Blood, that'll be a Hell in a Cell.
Probably so, yeah.
Who's next in line for Gunther?
Well, if it goes well, if it goes perfect, where's it gonna be at again? Where Bad Blood gonna be at? It's in Atlanta, right?
I don't know where Bad Blood's going to be at. Let me take a look.
It could either be I
It's
would
in
say either
Atlanta.
okay. I would say either Finn or Damian Priest. Damian Priest go back for his title. Or Finn.
So I think Finn and Damian Priest are going to have a match at Bad Blood.
How you doing? Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, hold on. Well, Seth is out, so it can't be Seth because it's probably gonna be him and Bronson. It all depends. Come Monday, if it
Right?
happens,
Raw's going to have to set up whoever's going to face Gunther at Bad Blood. Because there's no one who makes sense. And does Randy Orton go back to SmackDown now?
he's going back to SmackDown. So if it came down to it, the next person that could be facing Gunther, you know, why not? I say Bronson Reed since he just took out Braun Strowman. I say Bronson Reed. I can't think of nobody.
For it to be Bronson Reed. I'd like to see Bronson Reed going for, I don't know if we should have him going for the world title right away, but I think the IC is going to be tied up with Braun Breaker and Dragunov. And, you know, if Bronson Reed's competing for the world title, there's a good chance we Musa and Tsunami Physics merch.
Yeah. I would say
VMware merch shop.
this is what I say happen. It's gonna be Gunther versus Bronson Reed. Since Bronson Reed took out everybody, he needs to go on. He's gonna hold up on the IC title, move on, and then at Bad Blood, you get the return of Seth, costing Bronson Reed the title.
That'd be good. Or they could do Seth and Bronson Reed at Bad Blood. But I feel like that's a feud that hasn't had the opportunity to cook and get them to a situation to have a match at Bad Blood. Because that'd be a good one to have in a cage or a cell.
But I think having them cost it be better.
Yeah, that'd be good. Because then you can build them up for something else.
Yeah.
It seems that we're getting Cody and Solo Sikoa again.
Okay.
I will be interested to see how they make me care. Because in this moment, if you told me Cody Rhodes is defending the Undisputed Championship against Solo Sikoa, man, I don't give a shit. Cody ain't going to lose it to Solo. Solo shouldn't even be getting a world title shot. So why do I care?
Because Jacob Fatu will interfere and help Solo win.
Nah,
And then
they're not letting Solo beat Cody.
Look at this. Think of it like this. If it happens, it happens. And then, bam, that's when you'll get Roman versus Solo at Survivor Series, and then you'll have Roman's team versus Solo's team. Instead of them being on the same team, Roman versus Solo at the main event of Survivor Series. Then also you have Team Roman versus Team Solo.
Yes. I don't know, man. I think it's a little weird that we used to hot potato the world title all the time. Like, the world title could change hands on a random Monday Night Raw, and we didn't bat an eye. Just what happened. Now, if we start talking like, well, Solo could beat Cody, my brain instantly goes to, Cody ain't even had that belt a year. Where 6 months used to be like a crazy long title reign of holding any title, and now we're talking, well, could Solo beat Cody? I'm like, man, no. Cody's barely been champion 6 months. He ain't gonna come close close to losing that belt till after Mania next year.
I can say this: the last person I could think of that held that title longer enough, that was Cena. And the only reason why he got let it go is because he got hurt before.
I think we lost Joe.
Oh, I'm right. Oh,
First we were losing me, now we're losing Joe.
Oh, yeah. I see you now.
We almost got Joe. There we go. Now you're back.
Ah, okay. Cool.
Maybe.
All right, anyway, maybe. No.
There we go. You're blurry, but you're here.
Okay. All right, that's all that matters then. But I would say the last person to hold that title was Cena. And the only for a long period of time, they had it for like over close to a year. And the only way he got rid of the belt is because he got injured before No Mercy. And that was 2006. He had that a long time, defended it every single day. He would have kept going on, but yeah, he got hurt. And yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no, right. That's 2007. 2007. No Mercy.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just think I feel like it'd be weird for Cody to lose the belt soon. I feel like it'd be really weird for him to lose the Solo.
You know, the sad part about it is good that he is the champion for the kids, but he really hasn't been a good champion fit. They doing more for Gunther than they doing more for Cody.
Well, it's because Gunther's on the pro wrestling show and he's a pro wrestler. Cody's on the sports entertainment show.
Yeah. And all you see is Cody come out and do a little speech, pick who you want to fight. He's not really building him up to be like the John Cena champion that they want him to be. He just like
Give him time.
Nah, they gave him time. It's been hot time since WrestleMania.
I mean, you ain't wrong. Just imagine how it's going to be whenever Cody turns heel. Then you're going to love that time run.
I went for that after WrestleMania, but it didn't happen.
Nah, it'll be a little bit. Man, what about Sami Zayn versus Gunther?
I don't know. They had their feud. I think that feud is kind of dead and over with. They had their fun with the IC. I don't think they're gonna just say, "Oh, you beat me for the IC. You think you're gonna beat me for the World Heavyweight Championship?"
Doesn't it make the most sense? I mean, he has beaten Gunther. I feel like he's the only logical opponent.
I would rather be like either main event Jay or Dragon. No, but they in that fatal 4-way right now. So
everyone who could be in the main event picture is tied up with the IC title.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's got to be Sami. I don't know. I'll let this one stew. I'll think about it. We'll talk about it more tomorrow. But I think it's got to be Sami.
I'll just say it all depends on who wins tomorrow night and when they're doing that fatal 4-way.
If Solo is going to face Cody in Atlanta at Bad Blood, what are we doing with Roman Reigns?
Oh, Roman Reigns gonna be like your enforcer of the match.
You think?
Why not?
Huh? Man, maybe.
Why not?
I didn't even consider that.
Hey, you got to think about it. You want the hometown to be excited, not to see one person, but two people be in the main event match. They both there. just one outside the ring, Superman punching 3 people, sparing them.
Yeah, man, but we haven't heard from Roman at all. We've not gotten a Roman promo. We haven't gotten a video package, anything from Roman about Solo.
Just know he'll be back on Friday the 13th.
So Roman, heel Roman that we got for 4 years, the tribal chief Roman Reigns, leader of the bloodline, who I like to call Chill Roman, delivered good promos. They were done in a very calm demeanor, generally speaking. He only got amped up whenever he really needed to, but they were just chill promos. It was like we were just talking to Joe. Babyface Roman, bad promos. How is this Roman Reigns going to deliver promos? He's not champion. He's not the leader of the bloodline. Does he have a 45-minute entrance? Do we take 2 commercial breaks before he gets to talking on the mic? How do we do this? How does this work?
They'll make it work. I don't know how.
And as a babyface, how quickly do fans turn? Because fans don't like a babyface Roman Reigns. Never have, never will.
No. They didn't like the 2019 and below babyface Roman. 2020 and above Roman, they'll still like.
Look, man, I'm a firm believer that heels should be world champions because the chase is better whenever a babyface is chasing a heel champion. But I also firmly believe pro wrestling fans don't like babyfaces.
Yeah,
Look, they're already turned off on Cody's championship run because he's a babyface. You don't like the good guy. I like the good guy. I like the hero. I also don't think he's a good guy.
well, I'm just throwing it out there. This babyface Roman can still do the heel promos. He'll still be able to do it and get everybody, the crowd excited.
You think?
And he was still, yeah.
How long? How long before Roman Reigns has to turn heel again?
I can say this. I think this Roman Reigns, everybody going to like, hater or love him, face or heel, they were still going to cheer this version of Roman. Because it's not the Roman that was thrown down your face. This is the Roman that just came back out of the blue, took out the Fiend and Braun Strowman, came in, said he coming back for his title, and like 4 years. First year, he was the champion. He did it with Paul Heyman. Next year, he got his family to come with him. After they fought at Hell in a Cell. Then after that, family been going strong. Died out. They still liked him. He beat it up Jay. They still liked him. He beat it up everybody you could think of. They still liked him. He could have called out. He could have called out everybody's mama in the crowd. They still liked him.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to think. I would like to think that that's how it's going to pan out. But wrestling fans are fickle.
Nah, but this, I think the 2020 Roman is what they wanted. They got the Roman they wanted, and they're going to stick with that one because this is the Roman, heel or face. People were like.
I hope so. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Friday the 13th, Roman Reigns comes back to SmackDown. So we'll see how he delivers a promo. The crowd's going to love it out the gate. But the way he delivers it, the cadence of which he delivers it, will say a lot about what this character is going to be in the future. And I struggle to think that wrestling fans are going to strongly support a babyface Roman Reigns because heel tribal chief Roman was just too cool. It's that time, Joe.
All right, that time.
That time brought to you by Prince 99 Coffee. Promo code Don't Say the F Word. Save yourself 10%. Fresh roasted coffee delivered right to your door. Wrestler of the week and match of the week for you.
My match is Swerve and Danielson. Now, my wrestler, I feel like I should get shoot for this big time, but the wrestler I picked out of everybody in the world this week, formerly known as Jungle Boy, Jack Perry.
Jack Perry is your wrestler of the week?
Don't shoot me now. Yes, I said it. Formerly known as Jungle Boy, I picked Jack Perry. All right, call me crazy. Here's why. Him and the Darby Allin fight, it was just too good not to pass up. Not saying it wasn't better than the Swerve and Danielson, but seeing him come out at the end of the show, take out Danielson, I mean, you want to make a statement for yourself. You want to make people know that you're just not an actor's son and known as Jungle Boy. You are a new person. And bang.
Not just an actor's son, he's also the nephew of Krusty the Clown.
And the nephew of Krusty the Clown.
Very
so, yeah.
important to mention. He's the nephew of Krusty the Clown.
So, yes. I like to see somebody make a statement for themselves and be a better person and show that they're not just some little punk. He stood up. He stood his ground, and he went for the first bait. He went for the championship. So I can't.
You know, I said whenever we talked about All Out that I thought it was a time they needed to strike while it was hot. And Jack Perry was very over with that London crowd, bringing out the real glass and doing his whole thing. That I thought, you know, they need to strike while it's hot. And they did just that. It's the right call to have him facing Danielson. For a couple reasons. We have the potential of outside interference helping him. But at the end of the day, we know Danielson's going to walk away from this. But it's a moment to let Jack Perry shine, and Danielson's going to make sure he looks damn good. For me, my match of the week is Andrade and Carmelo Hayes. I really enjoy those guys. Man, it was close because I really liked Randy Orton and Gunther. But Gunther's my wrestler of the week. Brutal match with Dragunov after SmackDown went off the air to turn around and have that match with Randy. Just he's a star. He should be the world heavyweight champion, and he is. He presents himself properly. Just good matches. Him and Randy had a great match.
They did.
That's a match that I will be going back to and watching multiple times. It's a good match. But tomorrow we will be back with Raw preview, Labor Day Raw preview. Labor Day sales is up in our merch shop. Go check out our Instagram profile. Link is in the profile. Head over there, 10% off everything on site. You got the Tsunami Physics shirt. Tsunami Physics. Got your traditional Don't Say the F Word shirt, just like what I'm wearing right now. There's some stickers on there. And if you donate to our Tap Cancer Out fundraiser, we'll be entering everyone donates in. Someone will win that sticker pack from us. And we also have the Do a Moonsault Jelly Roll Mark the Monster shirt. And it's only available for the month of September. That's it. After that, it will be vaulted. Mark says it'll never come back out. I won't promise that, but it will be vaulted after September. We'll see what happens later on down the road. But it's month of September. That's all the shirts available. But with that, Joe, thank you for joining me tonight. You know we had some technical difficulties here and there.
Yeah, it happens.
We will be back tomorrow for our Raw preview, and we'll talk a little bit more about what we think's next for everyone on Monday Night Raw. And who knows, maybe WWE will actually put something out, what's going to be on the show other than like 2 matches. Thank you for checking us out live on Instagram. Those who weren't live on Instagram, you're on YouTube, Spotify, wherever. Thank you for checking us out there, but you should really check us out live on Instagram so you can interact in the comments. It's about a show. Any famous last words from the illegal brother-in-law, Joe? Any words of wisdom other than your dad don't like skinny wrestlers?
All I can say is this. If the OG tells you a show is not good by the first match and the second match, believe it. That's all I can tell you. Believe it.
Facts. I mean, don't give it a bash. Berlin was not a bad show. It just wasn't the show that should have followed All Out. Until tomorrow, everybody, we're out.
Out it.